Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Opinions Are Optional. This is a new site that I decided to start to talk about stuff that I'm interested in pop culture, mostly movies, TV shows, and games. Mostly in the like the superhero genre, the sci-fi horror stuff like that I find really interesting. So I wanted to have a site where everyone can come and talk about these interesting things. Give your opinions, whether you like it or you don't. It's all good. So, off we go. So, what's the first thing we're going to talk about? Just got news that, as you can see, Disney quietly announces a third Star Wars series for Disney. Now, this article is on Ain't It Cool News. I'll have the link below so you can see it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the article and then I'll give you my opinion. So, in a surprise, almost offhand announcement today, Disney CEO Bob Iger revealed that there would be a third or more Star Wars series produced for the Disney Plus streaming service. During the most recent Disney investors call, he said, "In the interim, we are producing two Star Wars live-action series for Disney Plus. One of them is called The Mandalorian, which we're supervised by Jon Favreau, and the other one is a bit of a prequel to Rogue One. And my guess is there will probably be at least one more live action series that we produce for Disney Plus before we release the next film. We know already that The Mandalorian will follow an unnamed Mandalorian bounty hunter in what is said to feel like a gunslinger slash western drama, and that the prequel series to Rogue One will follow Cassian Andor and KTSO on adventures during the early days of the rebellion. What could the third series be? Other than its existence, we have been given no clues. It could be literally anything, but I'm kind of hoping for either a pilot adventure like the now Legends X-Wing book series, or, likely very wishful thinking, an Ahsoka Tano series. One thing is for certain, that galaxy far away is growing even larger, and I, for one, am happy to see that growth. So, what is my opinion? I think it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to Disney Plus and the stuff they're doing there. It could be very good. I mean, it could be very good. And I've heard some good things about Disney Plus already, what they're doing. I don't think there's going to be the series, like, for instance, The Mandalorian is going to be a weekly series from what I've heard, which is a great idea. The DC streaming services has some problems because they're basically putting everything out at once. So you can binge watch it and you're done. Now you have nothing else to watch. Disney's going to have a ton of stuff with the purchase of Fox. They're going to have a ton of material, but these series are what's going to really keep people around. The Mandalorian, I'm very excited about. I'm hearing really good things about it. My favorite comedian, one of my favorite comedians, Bill Burr's in it, which is amazing considering what Bill Burr talks about and what he says. And he's super controversial, but Disney put him in The Mandalorian, which is okay. I'm even more sold. The Cassian Andor series, I'm very curious about too. I like that character. And of course, K2SO is a fantastic new addition to the Star Wars universe. It's a great robot. But what's the next one going to be? Well, I'm with this one. I'm wishful thinking of an Ahsoka Tano series. And why is that? Well, I remember when she first came out in Clone Wars, and I was not a big fan of her. I thought she was very bratty. She was very egotistical, and I wasn't a fan of her. But then as the series went on and on, you could see her growing. She got better. She was learning. And that's what I liked about the character. And now I'm a fan of the character a lot. I mean, I thought she was great in Rebels. And that's what's so good about this character of Ahsoka Tano. You saw her grow, mature, become a better character, learn. Unlike the characters now in the movies that just are amazing super, heroes without any kind of training, which is ridiculous. I love the fact that she had to jump through hoops, and she had to go through training. She had to do all sorts of stuff, and went through heck at times, and now she's the character she is, who is a very popular character in the Star Wars universe. It would be great for her to have a series. You think about it. You have the Mandalorian with a very strong male presence. You have the Cassian Andor series, again, a strong male appearance with a robot, which is very cool. I mean, you got to include the robots because that would be wrong. And now you could put in the Ahsoka Tano series. It's a win-win for Disney. Because everyone really, from what I gather, really enjoys the character and likes the character, and we all support that character, and we want to see what she does. I would love to see her trying to start the Jedi Academy, or just becoming Jedis again. Starting back up. That would be fantastic, I think. Another thing I would like to see, what they said there is the X-Wing book series. That would be cool. An X-Wing, like very Battlestar Galactic Battlestar Galactica. Very similar to that would be very cool, where you see the pilots and their adventures, and that would be very neat. Another thing I would love to see would be a clone troopers, or not clone, but more stormtroopers alike. Something like that. Very like a Band of Brothers thing, where you see them training. They go through the camps. They form a squadron, and then they go off to doing on missions and stuff like that. And I think it'd be great from that point of view, and seeing how they fight together, they grow together, and some are gonna die, would be great. They would die. So, I mean, you would have a revolving door of new ones and old ones. Some of them leaving, some of them. It's very similar to Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, and that's what makes those series so good. Your characters on there are anyone's fair game, and that's what really makes you want to see what's going to happen next. Well, that would be a great series to have a Clone Wars or Stormtrooper kind of series. More probably Stormtroopers, because Clone Wars, everyone have to look the same. So more of the Stormtrooper thing, and watching them go through missions and stuff like that would be fantastic. Seeing who's going to survive, who doesn't, who's going to make it to the next season, something like that. But I think if all of them put together, who would I want the most would be Ahsoka Tano, and then it would be a Stormtrooper series. So there you have it. That's what I think about news. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic, and these series can be very, very good and can really put Star Wars back on the map again. Could really right the ship, because it's been taking a lot of hits lately. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. So what do you guys think about it? A third series? Are you even excited about the other series that are coming out now? Leave an opinion. Subscribe would be fantastic, so you can talk to me more about it, and leave a like if you like what you saw. And I will see you again here on another episode of Opinions Are Optional. Bye-bye.